Hello and welcome back to Stuart Thomas Media and another episode of Stu's Reviews. So today, we're going to take a look at this. The ZGPAX S99A Smartwatch. Sitting at the more expensive end of the budget smartwatch market, this watch is designed not only to connect to your existing phone, but to also replace it. With its built-in SIM slot, 48 hours of standby battery time, Bluetooth 4.0 and built-in camera, there isn't much this phone watch can't do. First things first, let's talk about style. So you'll notice straight away that it is almost as thick as my face. Okay, not quite, but it is huge. That's because you can put a SIM card directly in this, so you can use the internet, but we'll go into that in just a few moments. Other than that, it's got a rubber band that appears to be sort of fixed to it, although it has little pins. You could possibly change this, but I'm not sure how. And on the back, we have a heart rate sensor and a magnetic charging plate. On the side is a camera, so the camera is right there, which is a bit strange. And again, we'll go into that in just a second. As for style, not the most prettiest thing in the world, but it is surprisingly light for the size. It doesn't weigh very much at all. That's probably due to its fully plastic build, I think. Is that plastic? Okay, it might be part metal, part plastic. It's kind of hard to tell. All the same, it feels relatively rugged, but very light. So, not the best, but okay. As for functionality, it's a smartwatch, so it can do everything you would expect a smartwatch to be able to do. Display your notifications from your phone, read your heart rate, tell you the time, all the sort of standard stuff. But let's take a closer look at the screen and how it all works. The display looks great. I am quite impressed with the display. What we're looking at here is just one of the watch faces, and we can change the watch face by holding in, and we can change from a number of the different presets such as that, although that looks a little bit tacky. I prefer a digital style because this is, after all, a digital smartwatch. So, what else we can do? Let's have a look. If we swipe to the side, we can access the apps. And straight away, we can see some good colour from the watch. So, I'm quite impressed by that. If you swipe down, the inertia is quite good as well, the inertia effect. Now, this is running Android Lollipop, or at least a kind of converted watch version of Android Lollipop. So it's got everything that you would expect. It's got the Android or Google Play Store in here, so you can download apps, and you can actually download standard Android apps from this as well. Not sure why you'd want to. Oh god, add my account. Oh, there we are, let's go back. But from there you can download normal apps that you would actually find on a smartphone. As well, interestingly, you can change the resolution to be square, so it cuts the top and bottom off. And that's because this, like I said, is a weird sort of hacked version of Android, if you will, so it goes into a circular screen. Now, the standard apps you get on here are things like messaging, settings, contacts, phone, everything you'd expect from a smartphone. And that's because this is, in fact, a smartphone as well as a watch. Now also, it connects directly to your smartphone, so it can display notifications on here from that as well, although you can't interact with those notifications through this. All you can do is just dismiss them. You've got standard health and pedometer stuff, so we've got heart rate monitor on here. If we tap this, it should measure my heart rate. See if I'm dead. Ooh. I don't like those dips. 63, 66, 75, 80, okay, 98. Oh my god, I'm going to die. Oh no, it's going back down. See, the problem with heart rate monitors is you watch it go up, which makes you panic more, which makes your heart rate go up. So what I've established is that heart rate monitors are bad. Moving on. So, no, let's stop that. Go away, I don't want to do that. So it is, you can see it's very, very quick and very responsive. As well, here we go, this is the bizarre camera, which is pointing that way currently. So you can see up my arm, my hairs, which is a bit strange. Let's go back. Again, responsive, quick. Overall, I'm actually quite impressed with the speed of this device. What else can we do? Music, control the music in the watch itself. What else? Notifications. This is like a control center where we can see whether or not you've got a SIM card installed, which I'll go into in just a second. Wi-Fi connectivity, Bluetooth, so on and so on. And then we've got weather as well. So this gives us the weather to tell us what's going on. But overall, I really like it. It's cool. Now, having removed the back, you'll see there is a SIM card slot for a SIM card. So let's unlock it and pop in a SIM card. If this is the right size. Is it the right size? No idea. There we are. Seems to fit nicely. Pop it in and lock. And then all we do is we pop this. And there we are. So I'm going to test out this bizarrely placed camera. And to do that, I've come up with an idea.
So I'm here in the forest and I've decided to come for a run to test out the weirdly placed camera. Why do we always choose physical tests for these experiments? I don't know. But I'm starting to think this is a bad idea. Right, I'm going back to have a cup of tea.
It comes to around £100, and I'll leave a link below where you can find it yourselves. And I'll talk more about this in just a moment in the conclusion. But guys, if you're looking to buy anything that you've seen me review, double check the Stu's Review Club over on Patreon. And if you sign up over there and support me for around $1 a month, you can get access to discounts on loads of stuff that I reviewed in the past. So go and check it out. I'll leave the links below as usual. It's a bit weird. I like it, don't get me wrong, and as far as cheap smartwatches go, I think this is probably one of the better ones. It's got a good screen, and it feels like it's been built quite well. The downsides will be that it's very, very, very thick, and it's got a very unusual placed camera, which you'll probably never use, unless you're spying on people. But most of us won't be doing any of that. Overall, is it worth the £100? Well, if you want to get this over some of the more expensive smartwatches, absolutely. It does everything that it's supposed to do, and it does it quite well. Like I said, this is probably one of the better cheap smartwatches that I've been able to find. So guys, if you like the review, don't forget to go and head down to that like button, then head to that subscribe button, and then share if you're feeling nice. And I'll see you back on Stuart Thomas Media for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon.